Imagine if energy flowed the way money does today. Quick, digital, effortless. Just like UPI changed the way we pay, electricity too is standing at the edge of its UPI moment. This isn't just about technology, it's about empowerment. UPI didn't just move money, it brought millions of people into the financial system. In the same way, digital electricity can bring millions of households into the energy system, not as bill payers but as participants. That's the journey from wires to wallets. We all experience the cracks in the today's system. Bills keep climbing higher, stretching household budgets. Power cuts still interrupt daily life, whether you are working from home, running a shop, or just trying to sleep through a hot summer. Meanwhile, utilities themselves are losing money. They are under pressure to keep supply cheap power even when their costs are rising. Add to that the surge in demand from air conditioners, new gadgets, and electric vehicles, the system is stretched to its limits. It is functioning, yes, but far from flexible or reliable. We can feel that strain every day. Let's step back for a moment and think about the payments before UPI. You had to stand in a line at a bank branch, fill out forms, or wait for an NEFT transfer to clear. Sometimes hours, sometimes days. It was slow, inconvenient, and often costly. Then came UPI. Overnight, the game changed. Suddenly, a tea seller on the street and the CEO of a big company had the same power in their pockets. The ability to move money instantly, securely, and for free. That leap transformed not just banking but everyday life. Electricity can have the same leap. Imagine a world where trading power is as seamless as universal as transferring 100 rupees on your phone. That's the UPI style revolution we are talking about. Look at our rooftops. They are not just spaces for water tanks and satellite dishes anymore. On many rooftops lies the cheapest source of power available: solar. Once you have installed it, the cost of generating electricity is close to zero. But here's the catch: it only works when the sun shines. By mid afternoon, many households are generating more power than they can use. That surplus, mostly wasted. Right now, the only option is to sell it back to utilities, and even that is limited. But imagine a different future. A future where you can sell that surplus directly to your neighbor, where your parked EV doubles as a storage battery you can resell from at night, where entire apartment societies run their own micro markets. That's when every rooftop truly becomes a power plant. This isn't just theory. Let me share what we have already seen. In Jaipur and nearby towns, a pilot supported by the Global Energy Alliance digitally mapped rooftops, transformers, and feeders. More than 2 million assets were tracked in real time. The results were powerful. Rooftop solar adoption rose by 20% once households could track and trade their surplus. Real time balancing reduced outages dramatically. Consumers saved money on bills. Governments reduced subsidies because energy was being used more efficiently. The pilot proved that when we give people the right digital tools, they stop being passive consumers and start becoming active energy traders. Now let's look ahead. Picture yourself in the near future. You wake up, pick up your phone, and check an app. Not a bank app, but your energy wallet. It shows you how much power you have stored overnight, how much the price is on the local grid, and whether it makes more sense to use that electricity yourself or sell it at a profit. Neighborhoods are running on smart microgrids where homes and shops share energy locally. Batteries aren't just backup, they become mini businesses, charging when power is cheap and discharging when prices are high. And just like stocks, electricity prices move dynamically. This changes how we think about energy. It's no longer just a utility that arrives at the end of a wire. It becomes an asset, an opportunity that households and businesses can use, trade, and even profit from. So, what's holding us back? The barriers are not technological, the technology exists. Rooftop solar works, smart meters exist, digital apps are possible. The obstacles are structural. Regulations are outdated, written for a time when electricity flowed one way from big plants to passive consumers. Utilities worry about losing control and revenue if households start trading directly. And tariffs and taxations are complex, making it harder for consumers to benefit from solar equipment. The truth is simple: the system we have today was built for yesterday's world. It wasn't designed for a future where consumer can produce and trade energy. And that's why change feels so slow. But there is a roadmap forward. Step 1: build consumer friendly apps that make electricity trading as easy as UPI payments. If people can buy vegetables online in seconds, they should be able to sell surplus power for the same way. Step 2: incentivize utilities to evolve from being a gatekeepers to platform operators. They don't need to lose control, they can gain new revenue by enabling these platforms. Step 3: create regulatory sandboxes, safe spaces where new models can be tested, refined, and scaled. That's how you unlock innovation without breaking the system. And finally, step 4: support startups working in batteries, AI, and IoT. These are building blocks of the next energy revolution. If nurtured, they can make energy trading efficient, secure, and profitable at scale. So, where does this leave us? At the age of an electricity revolution, the wires we see around us won't disappear, but what flows through them will change. Electricity is ready for its UPI moment. Consumers won't just pay bills, they'll produce, store, and trade. Utilities won't just distribute, they will enable. And energy itself won't be rigid or one way, it will be digital, dynamic, and democratized. That is the journey from wires to wallets. And it's a future that can be built faster than we think.